Hey guys, it's Todd, and welcome to the Do Different podcast. Got another fantastic guest. This is Samia Pego Keating. Hi, Samia. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you, Todd. How are
Excellent.
you?
I'm doing well. We're going to have a fantastic discussion. So, for the viewing audience and those that either don't know you, don't know what you're about, want you to introduce yourself and kind of introduce us to everything about you, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Thank you so much, Todd, to have me here. My name is Samia. I'm the Confidence and Authentic Personal Brand Coach, and I help women all around the world to feel more confident, to elevate their personal brand, and still be authentic.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I know we talked initially, and you focus more on women than on men. So, what are some unique challenges that you see or that you have to help coach to with regards to just confidence?
So I work with coaches, consultants, professional women, and the common thing is to put themselves out there online. Making a video or show up as themselves. It's imposter syndrome. Maybe the person has done so many things in their life, but it's still they feel they are not good enough. So I help them to unlock. I talk about a lot of magic, and I believe that every woman has a magic inside of them. You just need to unlock. When you unlock your magic, the things that you're supposed to do here in this world, then there is no imposter syndrome. They are gonna feel more confident because they are in the magic, they are in the element. So I help them to realize that. And after that, it's easy. It's just to be themselves.
Yeah, and I think especially like someone like you and I, and it's like we're filming and just putting it out there for the world to see. And you and I deal with it all the time, like that imposter syndrome. Like, oh God, is this, why are they going to listen or this or that? But the thing that helped me, and just you'll have to tell me if this is kind of something that you teach to, is the fact that it's not the messenger, it's the message. So it doesn't matter if it's you and I or if it's like Tony Robbins or whatever. It's the message that you're listening to, not necessarily who's delivering it. And that's the important part that I had to learn. And I'm sure you work with a lot of your clients on uncovering and rediscovering or letting their magic out is, you know, you have all this inside of you. It's just getting it out.
That's completely correct. Like everyone is here for a purpose. And when you unlock this purpose, then it's not about you anymore. It's about the message that you came here to deliver.
Right. So what with regards to that, like you said, like unlocking that magic, what are some, either specifics or some general stuff that you teach to your clientele or that you help them work through that helps them unleash their magic and or rediscover it?
So first of all, we go into the rediscover phase. It's about to rediscover you. What's your strengths? What's your mindset at the moment? So where you are and where you want to be, who you want to be. First of all, we do kind of a rediscover, and then we're going to increase the self-awareness. And I talk about energy as well, a lot of energy. And for women, the feminine energy, to come back to the feminine energy, to elevate the feminine energy because they are this energy. the nurturing, nurturing the clients to magnetize with the energy, opportunities, people for them, and really discover, the magic, like what is the best of you, like you are, you are a woman and you are here for a purpose. And whatever has happened to you in the past, you actually can use everything and be a whole and use all your energy, everything, and bring, your confidence to life. So I have my own signature program that I have developed, and not only through coaching, because I have studied a lot of coaching. I have many different coaches, but also from my life experience. Because sometimes, I have a lot of diplomas, I have a lot of things. However, what has taught me more was my life experience, was when I went to rock bottom, and to from rock bottom to build up your confidence, it takes a lot of work. It's like if you are, you know, taking off a plane and you need all the energy to take off the plane. But once the plane take off, you just fly. So I took everything that I lived as well in my life's lessons, and I combined with my experience and my own life lessons and put together. And this become like a very unique signature program.
Right. Yeah, it's sometimes the best teacher you can have is going through it. It's not what you read or what you taught, but it's like the most powerful, most impactful things that we take with us are what we go through as individuals and as human beings in this, blue rock in the middle of space. And being able to learn from and then incorporate those lessons, right?
That's completely correct, Todd.
Yeah. So, just kind of like from start to finish, like walk us through, like, maybe a success story, someone that came to you that was either at rock bottom or had to hit rock bottom before they could be that plane and take off.
Yeah, so I have a client that she came to me. She was feeling very, like her business was not working well, her personal life was not working well, and she was not in rock bottom, but she was, if she didn't do anything to stop that, or she would be there. And we worked together, and she said to me, actually, you unlock the keys that the keys of myself that was locked for so long time. And these were words I never forget. And many other clients said, you help me to discover who I am. So for me, it was a successful story because once they know the power they have, who they are, like in the core, like doesn't matter what's happening in life, they know they're gonna get through. So that particular person was very touched for me because I was okay, this is really the magic.
Mhm.
Another client of mine, while we were working together, she discovered that, she came for one thing, and then she discovered that she has a passion for writing. And from there, she said, I'm going to start writing. I'm going to write a book. So it's all the magic that is started to unfold. and then they go out there with more confidence to actually take action.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a either a self-imposed or whatever ceiling on what they think is possible, that once they discover, as you call it, once they discover their magic and start to actually make progress, they blow the lid off of the ceiling, and then it's kind of like, I'm going to go as far as I possibly can with everything, because those limits in that ceiling don't exist anymore.
Yeah, for sure. They discover they can, it's all in their head. It's not really real. And even when the situations are real, they're gonna be equipped to break through, to the mindset has changed so much that they are not going to be afraid to face the things they need to face, and they're going to be with confidence to go through whatever it's happened in their life, in the business. They just know that they can overcome. So this is really beautiful. This is that I call the magic, because the magic is them.
Right. Yeah, and you're right. It's, you know, every kid that's ever been born, including us and everyone else, it's like you're born without limits, with that magic in you, and it's just discovering it is what the biggest challenge that is for a lot of most people, is finding that magic and what they're, what what they were born with, and then letting and following it and letting it go.
Yeah, exactly that. Because I believe that every woman has a magic inside of them. And I believe that, we're going to look at your strengths. What is make you one of a kind? What's make you unique? Because everyone is unique. Even if you are a twin, you are already unique person.
Right.
And we just needed to unlock what makes you that uniqueness. And for everyone is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, um, with your experience and helping, just a ton of women kind of discover their magic and kind of start making progress, what are some, let's call them most common, but what are some most common things that you have to help women either deal with or overcome or figure a way out, that you hear on a repetitive basis, not necessarily like a one-off?
Is first of all show up for themselves, show up for themselves, increase more confidence, sometimes overcome imposter syndrome,
Mm-hmm.
and put themselves out there. Let them to put themselves out there and grow. So the fear of grow, it's real as well. And one of the common phrases like, who do you think you are to go out there and to talk, even in all levels, like I know women that it's really, really competent, but it still inside feels like, who am I to do that? And my question is, who are you not?
Right. Yeah.
And this is the main things, like imposter syndrome, fear of putting themselves out there, even if it's they already doing, but it's like the thoughts that come in the mind when they have done something, and they cannot be authentic as well. They fear that if they're going to be themselves, something is going to happen. Or what if people don't like me? What if people start to judge me? But then they realize that it's not about them. It's about for the people, for who they are here to serve.
Hmm. Yeah, and so just kind of echoing a lot of what you said there, like helping women discover their own strength, their own path, be it because of, the history of humans or whatever. But, um, I found that a lot of women, one of the things that they commonly deal with is the getting out of the people pleasing mode. The I'm always busy, and it's because they say yes to everything. And knowing that limit, and that comes from confidence in that you can say no, and no one's gonna not like you because of it, right?
Yeah, definitely. Some woman has people pleasing um, as well. And the thing is, people pleasing comes from, long time ago. Normally it come from childhood, the way they were brought up, and they say yes to everything, and then they get burnout. But once they discover who they are, they're going to discover all these little things, like why they people please. It's like the fear of not being liked.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay if not everybody is going to like it. And it's completely okay. When you stop people pleasing and you understand that you're not going to be like it for everyone, and this is okay. You're not going to die. It's going to be completely okay. But it's better you be like for who you are than, that being disliked for a person that you're not, right? So if you be disliked for a person that who you are, it's okay because those people are not your people. And
Mm-hmm.
it's even better for you, right? So when you think that way, and of course you needed to do the work to uncover why you do people pleasing. And then when you discover that,
Mm-hmm.
you don't worry anymore, because another day I listened to a good friend of mine, and what she said is so true. We're not running out of time. We're running out of life. And life is short for you to be a people pleaser,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, what you need to do is to start living, living for the fullest, living all your potential, living all your magic.
Yeah,
So this is what like if you're people pleasing, you're not living.
yeah. It's I've heard it said in a bunch of different ways, but basically it equates to, as an individual, as you grow and you expand your horizons, your inner circle of people actually should do the inverse and shrink. Just because you're seeing success doesn't mean that all these people are coming with you. The people that you can truly count on, the people that support you and understand the path that you're on, like, Samia doesn't say yes to everything. She rarely says yes. But they're good with it. That circle, your innermost circle, actually shrinks the more success that you have.
Yeah, I agree completely. Environment is one of the things that you really to pay attention because only one environment can, can put completely you down or lift you up. And this is the same with people. If you stay with people that drains your energy, what's gonna happen? You're gonna feel drained, and you're going to actually going down and down and down. However, if you stay with people that lift you up, what's going to happen? Your energy is going to increase. So
Mhm.
I always think in terms of energy. What kind of energy this person emanates, right? And it's this person gives more energy. Is this person, it's more high energy person, or is like a drain energy person. Imagine if it's like a battery, it's gonna charge the battery, or actually it's gonna empty the battery. So I think like that way. And it's very important to pay attention what environments you are in, and the people that you surround with, because this is going to determine the kind of energy that you're going to maintain.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So with your clientele, are you helping mostly like professional type women, or is it like with they come in kind of a challenge with their career or something, or is it more personal or a good mix?
It's coaches, consultants, and high professional women in leadership as well. So they come to me, yeah, for confidence, like coaches, consultants. They come to me to amplify the confidence, to elevate the personal brand. And when I say personal brand, I'm not talking about the colors, the logos. It's not about that. Personal brand, it's everything to do with the person.
Hmm.
How the person can bring more of them into the front, right? And elevate the confidence, how they show up in the marketplace, how they can show up more authentic so they feel comfortable in their own skin. And for the professional women that come to me, normally they are managers, so they want to amplify their confidence as well in their leadership, and and become like then how they can lead but still be authentic to themselves.
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
and these are the two things, two kind of women that I see, coaches, consultants, and women in leadership.
gotcha. Yeah, the branding, I agree. You're right. It's not the colors, it's not the logo, it's none of that stuff, but it's the authenticity of whatever subject you're coaching to. Can they look and find you and you're actually living that life that you're teaching and coaching other people to do? You can just tell from talking to you, like your magic is shining galore, but that's
Thank you.
because but you are your brand. And if you would have sat here and been low key and stuff like that, it's like it's hard to talk about confidence and branding if you don't even recognize that in yourself. And so I think that's a big challenge that you probably face is, when people do discover like that magic, it's like, okay, and how does that translate to whatever your profession? And is that the life that you're actually leading that adds the authenticity to what you're then coaching on or managing to?
Yeah, because like I have to build my confidence for the bottom up, right? Because there are so many things that happen in my life that I had to regain my energy. I have to regain myself. I have to rediscover myself. And in this process, I become so good at sports, and I become so comfortable in myself that I want this for other women as well. And if I have faced everything that I went through, they can do too. And they can go to this process and live it and breathe it and embody and go every single day, live they brand, live themselves. Because, like life is short. It's what I say, life is short. After some years, like no one is gonna care. No one is gonna remember, because everyone is so busy with their lives. And you are thinking, oh, but what if he's judging me? What he this and that? Life is just this. Remember, this our life, right? Here is our life. So ask yourself, it's worth you be, worry about judgment, be worried about what other people is gonna talk. This is your life. It's
Hmm.
time for you to do the things now. Because if it's not now, when?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it is powerful. Like everyone on earth has a past, right? There's stuff that we can look back on, but the important thing is like our pasts happen to each of us, but they're there for us to learn from, not to live in. It's like if we can look at mistakes that we made or things that happened, and instead of looking at it and saying, well, that's why I am the way I am, but you can look at it and say, what impact did I have? What did I do to put myself in that situation? How did I get out of it? And what am I going to do moving forward to not repeat that mistake? Then, even though you can look at it and say, yeah, that was bad, but the learning part of it, it's actually a positive that you went through it because you learned something from it that's going to make you better for, like you said, whatever days you've got between today now and the end instead of living back here.
Yeah, because what happened is if you live with the thoughts, if you live with the thoughts of the past, you're gonna create more in the future, more of the same in the future. So your past is there for you to learn the lessons and get the lessons and make a future even better because
Mhm.
now you have the knowledge that you didn't have before. So if you start to shift slightly, a little bit, you don't need it to be there in the past. You can change how you think and you can create a new future, but you need to do the work.
You're right. Yeah, that
Because if you don't do the work, then probably you're going to repeat the same mistakes of the past.
yeah, there is no red or green, red or blue pill that you're gonna, pop in and it's like, oh, okay, I get it. It's work. But if it's focused work, that daily progress that you're making, that becomes your adds to your confidence, adds to what you represent and who you are and who other people see you as is just those every day. Just make a little bit of progress, 1% every single day. Because, people think about it like, well, that doesn't seem that much. But it's like, yeah, but if you take that over a year, that you're 3.5 times better off at the end of the year than you started. Would you take that? Yeah. Okay, now do that by 10 years. You're gonna look back and not even recognize who you were by the end of whatever that time frame is, you know? And it's just
Yeah,
it's work making sure that every day that's your goal.
yeah. I say to my clients, like building your confidence is like going to the gym. You not go once at the gym and you think, okay, now I have those muscles here. I'm feel fit and strong and voila, oh good. No, you have to go, you have to go and exercise.
Hmm.
You go exercise one day, you go the other day, you go, and even if you do just a little bit a day, it's better than nothing
Yep.
because they think that confidence is like, are you born with or not? But actually, confidence is a learnable skill,
Hmm.
right? It's like you going to the gym. When you start learning and get your muscles up, it's gonna build up, build up, build up, and then you're going to get that in that stage that it's so comfortable to be yourself. It's so comfortable to put yourself out there that it's what it is. It's nothing that you needed to do or you need to think. It's just what it is.
Hmm. Yeah. Very, very well said, Samia. Very well said. So, thank you again for coming. For everyone out there, thank you for tuning in to the Do Different podcast. All of Samia's information, how to contact her, and everything like that will be in the notes below. If this is your first time here or you repeat and you like it, and you want to see more, just like and subscribe. But for the last couple of minutes, Samia, I will hand it off to you to kind of summarize everything and kick us on out of here.
Thank you so much, Tosh, to having me here today. And for all women out there, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants that wants to elevate your confidence and wants to work more in your personal brand so you can share your message with confidence and also be authentic with yourself. Come and talk to me. Let's unlock your magic and keep sparkling.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for having me here today, Todd.
You're more than welcome. It's been a blast. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you guys all later.